Back down.
Quantum Leap, Monday on NBC.
All new Night Court, Tuesday at 8/7 Central on NBC.
Tonight, Newswatch till weekends, details on the Derek Goplin murder trial, which will continue tomorrow in Lane Lake County Circuit Court. We'll share what the defense is expected to say. Plus, a celebration of local artists will go to Art Start in Rhinelander to wrap up their annual Free for Wall exhibit. And later, acts of kindness by the Wausau Police Department are going viral. We'll have those stories and more as your local weekend news starts right now.
Newswatch 12 with Kyle Pozorski, Mohammed Abdul Kawi, and Conrad Sapinski.
Welcome to Newswatch till weekend. I'm Kyle Pozorski. We start tonight joined by Conrad to give us a look at what to expect as you head out the door tomorrow morning. Conrad.
Yeah, big news. Warmer temperatures have arrived. I'm enjoying this. Hopefully you are as well, Kyle.
It's good news.
It is, yeah. I remember it was just 20 below zero 3 days ago. Today, different story, folks. Taking a look outside, earlier during the day, we had high temperatures near our average for this time of year. We had some lower 20s north and then mid-20s here in town. And then, of course, down south, some warmer air moved in. We even had some 30s closer to Stevens Point, and even Wausau came in at 31 degrees. Green Bay, slightly above freezing. So some of that snow was starting to melt away. But look what's going on now. We are really cooling off. You see this right over here? This line right there with very cold temperatures just to the west, and to the east, a lot milder air. That's because we have some cloud cover in the area. And then just to the west, Phillips area, they have mostly clear skies. So most of this will be moving into our area. As the clouds clear up tonight, temperatures will cool off. Tomorrow, another beautiful day outside. Temperatures close to 30 degrees, lots of sunshine. Down south, closer to 36 in Adams. So temperatures will be on the mild end. Like I said, we do have some cloud cover right now, but we will continue to clear up overnight as temperatures cool off and will be hovering near our average in those mid-single digits. Kyle?
Thank you, Conrad. The Powerball jackpot grew to an estimated $747 million after no one beat the odds and won the top prize in Saturday night's drawing. The $747 million Powerball jackpot is up for grabs Monday night and is the 9th largest in U.S. lottery history and the largest in a string of huge lottery prizes. Someone in Maine won a $1.35 billion Mega Millions prize less than 3 weeks ago, and a California player won a record $2.04 billion Powerball jackpot last November. That was also the last time someone overcame the odds of 1 in 292.2 million people. On Monday, the trial of Derek Goplin will continue following the prosecution resting its case on Friday. Goplin is accused of murdering his 63-year-old mother, Susan Reese, in Anago on Halloween of 2021. On the morning of November 1st of that year, the Anago Police Department received 2 separate calls to check on the welfare of Susan Reese. Once on scene, officers say they found her body in the floor covered by a comforter. If convicted, Goplin could face life in prison. The trial will resume Monday at 9 a.m. with the defense set to call more witnesses. The Three Bear dog sled races return to Land O'Lakes this weekend. Organizers say it's an event which attracts people of all ages to compete against some of the best dog mushers from across the region. Nina Baum, a musher this weekend, takes pride in training her dogs for these competitions, saying that being out there is a fantastic feeling for not only her, but also for the dogs.
Just being out there with your dog, working as a team, seeing how all that training and all that practice comes together, and then you get to, assess that and rank that against everybody else who's doing the same thing.
Good luck,
the Three Bear dog sled races have taken place each year in the Northwoods for 43 years. The Merrill Ice Drags made their return to Lake Alexander Saturday for the first weekend of competition this season. The Ice Drags is just that, drag racing on ice, and features rubber tire races as well as heats where the cars have tires with nails built into them, which allows for extra traction on the ice. Racing will continue next weekend starting Saturday, the 11th at noon. And beginning this Friday, the 2023 Pond Hockey Championship tournaments will take place in Eagle River. Organizers say that due to bad conditions on Dollar Lake, the tournament has been moved to the ice rinks at the World Championship Derby Complex. Along with the hockey games, there will also be some live music, concessions, as well as cornhole events. For more information, you can head to usahockey.com. Throughout the last 2 weeks of January, a familiar art exhibit returned to Art Start, and last night people got to meet the artists behind the works. The annual Free-for-Wall exhibit gives local artists around the Northwoods a chance to display their work in a professional setting. Art Start Director Melinda Child says the Free-for-Wall is a great opportunity for the participating artist.
I think when a lot of artists are making art, it is as much the process and the inspiration is important as well as being able to share it with the public.
During Saturday's reception, a few artists explained to us what creating art means to them. Gwen Fredrickson says the artwork displayed around the gallery inspires her to create more pieces.
I like to strictly use palette knives and use a very thick style of acrylic painting. It's very inspiring. It makes me want to create more so I can have more pieces to show off.
Art Start's next exhibition will start this Thursday, featuring work from students attending Rhinelanders schools. The Northwoods Wildlife Center's photo gala will return to a live in-person event this coming weekend. It will take place Saturday at the Campanile Center on Milwaukee Street in Moanaqua. If you go, expect to see hundreds of photos to view and vote on, all to award $200 to the first place photographer of the year. If you'd like more information, you can head to northwoodswildlifecenter.org. The Wausau Community Partners Campus is now open just off Wausau's Grand Avenue. The CPC houses the Neighbors Place, Wausau Area Mobile Meals, and the Wausau Free Clinic, as well as 2 hydroponic farms. Neighbors Place Executive Director Donna Ambrose says that while this may be a new facility for her organization, it's actually quite smaller. However, she says the location is much easier for families to access thanks to being on a bus route. The CPC is now welcoming visitors during their normal hours of operation. You can check out that building located at 364 Grand Avenue. And take a look at this video released by the Wausau Police Department yesterday, which is going semi-viral. According to the Wausau Police Department's Facebook page, they received a call last week to a person stranded in their wheelchair. This dash cam video then shows how officers responded and then helped get that person and their motorized wheelchair into a van which came to help. They extended their thanks to the officers and the caller to get the man out of the cold. And now in Wisconsin, the trial for a woman accused of killing and dismembering a Green Bay man last year will move forward. A judge ruled this past week. A jury trial for Taylor Shabiznes is scheduled to begin next month. She's accused of killing Shad Tyron last year in his Green Bay home and later dismembering his body. An attorney for Shabiznes argued in court documents and during a motion hearing Friday that the defense needed more time to review the evidence in the case. However, the judge ultimately ruled the trial date scheduled for March 6th will not be delayed. Shabiznes' trial had previously been delayed before, and at that time, the attorney for the state told the judge that they were waiting on an autopsy report. Well, coming up, we'll take a look at some headlines from around the country, plus Connor will have your full forecast. Stick with us. You're watching Newswatch 12, proud to serve Minocqua and viewers all across the Northwoods.
At Len's Truck, we've made the buying experience fast and easy. All our trucks are guaranteed clean, certified, can be bought hassle-free online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. And when you buy a Len's Truck, know that you're buying the best used truck money can buy. Go now to lenstruck.com. You'll find over 800 used trucks, all priced to move. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Len's Truck.
Our experience in the RVA has been wonderful. The teachers are extremely supportive, and Simon really seems to enjoy it and is making friends, and he's more socially active now than he was in a traditional school.
Something I want other kids to know is that even though it seems like you're not going to make friends, you actually are. I like how the RVA provides an environment that's more suited to my needs.
Madison liberals are trying to take over the Wisconsin Supreme Court. That's why we need to elect conservative Justice Dan Kelly. Dan Kelly has a proven record of protecting our freedoms and cast the deciding vote to end the COVID lockdowns of our schools and businesses. Sheriffs across Wisconsin have endorsed Dan Kelly because he has a record of enforcing the law. On February 21st, vote conservative Justice Dan Kelly for Wisconsin Supreme Court. Fair Courts America paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Oh my gosh! In today's economy, it seems the value of a dollar continues to shrink, while the services offered are getting less and less. Here at Maher Water Corporation, a new high-efficiency system made by WaterCare can help ease the stress on your checkbook. We are always available to analyze and recommend one of these units.
So while we can't actually make your money grow, we can make the value of what you get from Maher seem like it.
Welcome back, guys. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you folks had a wonderful weekend. All right, so we're looking outside right now, 14 inches of snow. That's our snow depth here in town. A lot less closer to Wausau, of course. Less snow the more south you go. In the north and west of us, we do have a lot more snow on the ground. Right now, not much going on precipitation-wise. We do have some cloud cover in the area, but look at this line right about here. We're about to get hit with some clearing, so clouds will start to roll out as cold temperatures roll in. Most of the United States, though, doesn't really have a lot of action going on. The Northeast does have a little bit of rain. Most of it is offshore, not a big event. In the west, though, there's another storm moving in, some snow in the mountains. Salt Lake City is getting in on a little bit of snow, and that's going to be moving into our area tomorrow night. So we're looking at tomorrow afternoon, around 6 p.m., snow starts to move in, then picks up in intensity, quickly moves out by around midnight, maybe 1, 2 a.m. on a Tuesday morning. So it's going to be a quick hitting low pressure system. We're looking at around 1 to 2 inches of snow, maybe 3 in some spots. So 1 to 3 inches here in town. All over the Northwoods, we're looking at around 1 to 3 inches, more of around that 2-inch range here in town. Temperatures, though, have been pretty mild so far. We had those temperatures 20 below zero 3 days ago, but now most of that cold air has made its way back into Canada. Those pink, purple colors are going to continue to stick around well up north into Canada as warmer air from the south makes its way up north. So we're actually going to see some well above average temperatures the next week. Our average high should be around 24 degrees this time of year with an average low of around 3. Look at 1895 over 120 years ago. 40 below zero. It was a cold year with record-breaking cold. Right now, though, temperatures not even close to that. 19 degrees here in town. But take a look just to the west. Phillips, 3 degrees. They're not even that far away from town. That is because the cloud cover is right about here. And as the cloud cover continues to move out of the area, those cold temperatures will be moving on in. So temperatures tonight will be in the single digits once again, but then rebounding really nicely by tomorrow. We're going to see high temperatures around 30 degrees, closer to freezing on Tuesday. Look at Wednesday, though. Wednesday is going to be that day. You want to go out, do whatever you got to do outside. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s. Lots of sunshine. Then we cool off by Thursday. More chances of snow rolls in. Friday into Saturday, we start to get hit with a little bit cooler air, but still near to above our average high for this time of year. Tonight, though, it's going to get pretty chilly. Temperatures will be hovering near our average in the mid-single digits. We will have some patchy fog by the morning hours. Our 7-day outlook, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, does show some snow moving in Monday night, quickly moving out by Tuesday morning, then another shot of snow by Thursday. Kyle?
Thanks, Conrad. Across the country now, Democrats announced Saturday that the party will make South Carolina the first presidential primary voting state ahead of the 2024 election. Nevada will be next in line, and New Hampshire could go on the same day if its Republican legislators and governor change a state law. Michigan and potentially Georgia will also join the early states in the biggest shakeup of the presidential primary in years. However, the calendar is still not final since it is now up to the states to change their primary dates to comply. Well, it took nearly 2 months, but a movie finally topped the Avatar sequel at the weekend box office. In fact, 2 movies did. David Daniel has early estimates for this weekend's top 5.
Concert film BTS, yet to come in theaters, opened in 5th place, earning $6.2 million in just 700 theaters. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish fell to 4th place on ticket sales of $8 million. Avatar: The Way of Water fell from 1st to 3rd, grossing $10.8 million for a domestic total of $636 million.
My gosh, what is happening?
80 for Brady debuted in 2nd place, beginning its box office season with $12.5 million.
Drop the weapon.
and move away from aircraft.
Knock at the Cabin is the first new #1 movie since mid-December. The M. Night Shyamalan thriller made $14.2 million to open in first place. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Well, coming up, Mohammed will share some stories from beyond our borders tonight. Mohammed.
That's right, Kyle. There's a lot going on around the world, including an update on the Chinese spy balloon that was shot down yesterday. Those stories and more coming up after the break.
Prosecutor, now judge, Janet Protasewicz.
I've locked up murderers, rapists, and child sex predators. On the Supreme Court, I'll protect our freedoms, fight for public safety, and against extremism. It's time for a change.
Race to savings on everything you need right now at Menards. Sylvania's True Wave LED bulbs provide the closest lighting to natural sunlight. This helps you feel better and see things easier by offering an enhanced color experience, which show colors, whites, and skin tones with exceptional contrast. Receive a $10 rebate with a purchase of $40 or more on Sylvania True Wave LED bulbs. Race to savings now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Bam! My accident? My accident happened in a second.
My settlement? That's taking a really long time.
If you've been injured in an accident and need money now while your case settles, call Oasis today.
Better days start today. Get the cash you need with Oasis.
There's no risk. If you lose your case, you don't have to pay Oasis back, ever. Applying for Oasis Express Cash is easy and takes 3 minutes. We'll work with your attorney, and if you're approved, get you $500 to $100,000 in as little as 24 hours. Use it for bills, rent, whatever you need help with. So call now or go online to apply. Remember, there's no risk to you.
Better days.
Better days.
Better days start today.
Oasis Financial, because life moves faster than your case.
Call now. Once approved, get your money in as little as 24 hours. 1-800-745-9991.
As a prosecutor for 25 years and now as a judge, I know what it takes to keep Wisconsin communities safe. I'm Judge Janet Protasewicz. On the Supreme Court, we need more common sense and less extremism. It's time for a change.
Welcome back. Let's take a look around the world now, starting in Australia, where a teenager was killed following a shark attack in a river. The 16-year-old girl had jumped into a river in Perth to swim with a pod of dolphins, according to officials. She was then approached by the shark and attacked. Police pulled her from the river and tried to save her life, but she unfortunately died at the scene. It's not clear what type of shark attacked the girl. Canadian Defense Minister Anita Anand tweeted on Saturday a video of the loading process of Leopard 2 battle tanks. Last month, Minister Anand announced Canada will be sending 4 Leopard 2 tanks to the war effort in Ukraine. She says the tanks will provide soldiers with a tactical advantage due to their excellent mobility, firepower, and survivability, and that they will allow Ukraine to liberate even more of its territory. Former Pakistani President General Pervez Musharraf has died at the age of 79. According to the statement from Pakistan's military, his death came after a prolonged illness. He was in Dubai, where he lived for several years in self-imposed exile. Musharraf was president from 2001 to 2008, leading Pakistan at the start of the conflict in neighboring Afghanistan and at the height of the Americans' declared war on terror after 9/11. China is now expressing strong dissatisfaction and protest against President Joe Biden's decision to down a suspected spy balloon on Saturday. Across the nation, politicians are both defending and speaking out against the president for waiting to shoot it down. Laura Pazmino has the latest.
They shot at it.
China is accusing the U.S. of overreacting and expressing strong dissatisfaction and protest over the destruction of the balloon shot down by U.S. fighter jets on Saturday. In a statement, China says they reserve the right to use the necessary means to deal with similar situations.
We're seemingly in a sort of a Cold War with the Chinese right now, and there's a lot to be worried about with their military aggression, surveillance.
U.S. officials say the high-altitude balloon was being used for surveillance, but China insists it was a civilian research vessel blown off course. Now, U.S. Navy and Coast Guard vessels on the eastern seaboard are working on recovering the balloon debris, with plans to send it to the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia, for analysis. Republicans have been quick to criticize the Biden administration's response, but Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg defended the president's decision.
Anytime the military is considering an operation like that, they have to consider the safety of the American people. The president called for this to be dealt with in a way that balanced all of the different risks.
Why didn't the president go on television? He has the ability to convene the country in cameras and basically explain what we're dealing with here and why he's made the decisions he's making.
President Joe Biden described the mission as a success and is now set to give his State of the Union address on Tuesday. I'm Gloria Pasmino reporting.
That's it for your look around the world. Kyle?
Well, thanks, Mohammed. When we come back, the NFL's Pro Bowl has a new format this year. Sports director Saul Meyer will be here to give us a recap and tell us which conference game came out on top.
The unknown is not empty. It's a storm that crashes and consumes, replacing thought with worry. But one thing can calm uncertainty. An answer, uncovered through exploration, teamwork, and innovation. An answer that leads to even more answers. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away.
Alan Jackson has become a part of America's musical landscape and a country music icon over his 25-year music career.
Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee.
Now he delivers a powerful performance featuring songs from his very personal release entitled Precious Memories.
I love to tell the story. 'Twill be my fame and glory. Are you washed in the blood?
Filmed live at the historic Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, this unique DVD captures powerful gospel performances and intimate interviews with Alan, his mother, and his wife as he reflects on his musical journey.
This is my story. This is my song.
If you call now to order this inspirational video, you'll also receive, as a very special bonus, a 2-CD collection featuring 28 classic gospel favorites.
Love lifted me. Love lifted me. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. He lives, he lives, Christ Jesus lives today.
This DVD keepsake is a priceless addition to any music collection, and it can be yours along with this bonus 2-CD collection for the special low price of $29.95 plus shipping and handling. To order, have your credit card ready and call the number on your screen.
When we all get to heaven, what
It was Championship Saturday yesterday for high school boys wrestling, with multiple conferences all across Wisconsin competing for a title. In Tomahawk, the Great Northern Conference held their meet yesterday with schools like Mosinee, Rhinelander, Medford, Tomahawk, Lakeland Union, and Anago all competing for a conference title. Medford jumped out to an early lead after 2 rounds, securing 249 points to start the tournament in first place. Lakeland Union was trailing close behind the whole way and had a lot of wrestlers make it deep in the individuals. However, Medford was able to pull it out, winning the tournament with a total of 486 points to become the Great Northern Conference champions. That wasn't the only conference championship meet that happened yesterday. Merrill hosted the Wisconsin Valley Conference's championship tournament with Marshfield, Wausau West, Merrill, DC Everest, Wisconsin Rapids, Wausau East, and Spash all trying to win their conference. This meet was close the entire way, with Marshfield just above the other teams in points, and the Tigers were able to use that quick lead to their advantage and came home with the Wisconsin Valley Conference championship after securing 238.5 points. Regionals will be held next week, and the state tournament will be March 3rd and 4th in Madison. Let's head over to the ice for some high school boys hockey. Anago hosting West Salem at the multi-purpose building. Here in the first period, West Salem is on the attack. Aiden Kuntz skating with the puck and fires a shot from way downtown. That's snagged by Nolan Bunell. Now it's Anago's turn. Eli Kassler finds Owen Dickman, who just misses the goal right here. And West Salem thought that they cleared it out, but then Kassler comes up with it and fires a shot that gets deflected out of bounds by the goalie. Later that period, the Kassler to Dickman connection finally pays off, and Owen finds the back of the net for the first time this game, and Anago is going to go on to win this one 6-3. The Milwaukee Bucks were able to take down the Miami Heat last night at the Fiserv Forum. That win makes it 7 games in a row that Milwaukee has won, and the Bucks are now a game back of the Boston Celtics for the top seed in the East. This win, like many others this season for the Bucks, was because of the great performance by star forward Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak had a triple-double, scoring 35 points, 15 boards, and 11 assists to help his team secure a win over a tough Eastern Conference team. Bucks head coach Mike Budenholzer praises his star for leading his team on their run.
He's got to be willing to pass and play with his teammates, and we got to make shots. And I think, he did that. It starts with him being aggressive, him drawing extra defenders, and, his teammates got to make plays around him, and, we did enough of that.
The Bucks will be back on the court tomorrow night in Portland against the Trailblazers, and tip-off for that game will be at 9 o'clock Central Time. The Wisconsin Badgers basketball team was back in action tonight after taking down Ohio State at home on Thursday. The Badgers couldn't get it done at home tonight against Northwestern, dropping this one 54-52. They'll be back on the court Wednesday when they travel to Penn State to take on the Nittany Lions in a Big Ten conference game. While Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers couldn't win the Super Bowl this year, he was able to add another trophy to his shelf. Aaron Rodgers won the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am Golf Tournament. He and his partner Ben Silverman finished 26 under par, edging out Peter Malnati and Don Colleran to secure the tournament victory. The NFL Pro Bowl was this weekend with a new format from years past. Instead of it just being one football game, the NFL decided to play a variety of games and challenges such as dodgeball, obstacle courses, and flag football to determine conference supremacy. The Green Bay Packers had 2 players representing their team on the NFC's roster, cornerback Jair Alexander and offensive lineman Elkton Jenkins. The NFC came out on top, winning the final flag football game to outscore the AFC in combined points. With National Signing Day being last week, a ton of football players from our area have signed or committed to play ball at the next level. Here are a few that made some big moves this past weekend. First, Lakeland Union's Rocky Wagner committed to play for UW Stevens Point. Wagner was a first-team all-conference running back and second-team all-conference linebacker for the T-Birds, but tells me he'll be playing running back for UWSP. Next, Rhinelanders Connor Jensen committed to UW Oshkosh. Jensen was an honorable mention all-conference lineman for the Hodags this past year, where he controlled their O-line in the trenches. I'm excited to see these local boys play at the next level. What about you, Kyle?
Absolutely, Saul. Congratulations to all of those. But when we come back, Connor will have one more final look at the forecast. Stick with us.
Cause all that I want is for you to be happy. Give me a chance to show that you can be. Well, open your eyes and you'll see the way I see. Cause all that I want is for you to be happy with me.
As a nurse, your capacity to give is superhuman until it's not. These days, nearly every nurse is exhausted. You deserve an employer who shares your passion for keeping people healthy, including you. Join Peter Christensen Health Center today. Work fewer hours, enjoy regular schedules, rebalance your life with your passion. Your loved ones will thank you. Your new healthcare team will appreciate you. And your new patients will be grateful for you. Quit the chaos. Be your best self. Join us today.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford truck. Like a next-generation pickup. Get here for a deal on F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose Flex Buy on F-150 with 2.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 credit cash and 1,000 Auto Show cash.
As a combat wounded veteran, I know how hard it is to come home and build a meaningful life. When I was in Iraq, our vehicle was hit. A rocket-propelled grenade exploded right under my seat. Traumatic brain injury, a fractured pelvis, severe burns. They didn't think I was going to make it. I had to learn to walk again and live with the scars, both visible and invisible.
DAV helps veterans like LaToya get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year in life-changing ways.
With DAV on my side, I was able to pursue my dreams. If my story can touch a heart, it can change a life. My victory is overcoming my wounds so I can help other veterans.
LaToya Lucas, may your victories inspire many more. Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
You're watching NBC 12, your home for dramas, game shows, comedies, and sports. NBC 12, from where you live.
Well, guys, as we head into the weekend, it's, well, weekday. Oh, my goodness. The weekend's already over. Dang, we got to go back to work tomorrow. Well, anyway, as we head back into the work day, Conrad, what can we look forward to in the weather forecast?
Yeah, temperatures are going to warm up, and we do have a little bit more snow, guys, so definitely something to keep an eye on. Taking a look outside right now, temperatures are looking pretty good. We do have some milder air that's made its way in the area. We're actually going to have some above-average temperatures the rest of this week and even into next week. We're having some 20s and 30s. We do have a little bit of snow moving in. Monday around the evening commute, around 6 p.m., we're going to see some snow moving in. Then moving out by around 1, 2 a.m. in the morning hours on Tuesday. We're looking at around 1 to 3 inches of snowfall here in town. It's going to be a quick-hitting low-pressure system. 1 to 3 is a good bet here in town. So definitely not a massive snow event, but some quick-moving snow event. Look at Wednesday, though. 38, lots of sunshine as well, so we will be melting some of the snow, guys. And then another shot of snow showers moving Thursday, and then quickly moving out by the early morning hours on Friday. So another active weather pattern, guys. Get ready.
Thank you for that, Conrad. Thank you all for watching. That's it for your news around the Northwoods. Have a great night.